Once upon a time, in the peaceful 100-acre wood, there lived a friendly little bear named Winnie the Pooh. Everyone simply called him Pooh. He was a bear of very little brain, but he had a kind heart and loved his friends more than anything else. Pooh's greatest passion in life was honey. Whenever he smelled honey nearby, he would happily follow the scent, dreaming of delicious golden pots filled to the brim. Pooh's best friend was a boy named Christopher Robin, who often visited the forest to spend time with all the animals. Together with Piglet, Tigger, Eeyore, Rabbit, Owl, Kanga, and Little Roo, they shared wonderful adventures filled with laughter, surprises, and important lessons. Every day in the 100-acre wood brought something new. One sunny morning, Pooh woke up feeling especially hungry. His cupboard was completely empty. Not a single drop of honey remained. He sighed deeply and decided he must find some honey before the day was over. As he wandered through the forest, he noticed a large buzzing beehive hanging high in an old oak tree. Pooh looked up at the hive and smiled. Where there are bees, he thought, there must be honey. But the hive was far too high for him to reach. He visited Christopher Robin and asked for help. Together they came up with a clever idea. Christopher Robin gave Pooh a blue balloon so he could float up to the hive without frightening the bees. Holding tightly to the balloon, Pooh slowly floated into the sky while Christopher Robin held the string below. As Pooh drifted closer to the hive, he began pretending to be a little black rain cloud. He even hummed a funny song, hoping the bees would believe he was just a harmless cloud passing by. The bees, however, were much smarter than Pooh expected. They buzzed suspiciously around him. Christopher Robin looked up and said, "Pooh, I think those bees know something isn't quite right." Pooh agreed that they seemed to be very clever bees. Suddenly the bees began flying toward Pooh in a large swarm. Realizing his plan had failed, Christopher Robin quickly used his toy gun to pop the balloon. Pooh floated safely down into a bush, escaping the angry bees. Although he didn't get any honey that day, he laughed along with Christopher Robin about their unusual adventure. A few days later, Pooh visited his tiny friend Piglet. Piglet was always nervous, but he was incredibly loyal. Together they decided to search for more honey. Along the way, they met Eeyore, the gloomy donkey who had sadly lost his tail once again. The friends searched everywhere through the forest. They looked behind bushes, beside streams, and under trees. Finally, Owl discovered Eeyore's tail hanging beside the bell rope at his house. Christopher Robin tied it back onto Eeyore, making him happier than anyone had seen him in a long time. Another exciting day arrived when Tigger bounced into the forest. Tigger was full of energy and believed he could do almost anything. He bounced higher than the trees, startled Rabbit, amused Roo, and accidentally caused plenty of confusion. At first some of the animals found Tigger difficult to understand, but they soon realized his cheerful spirit made every adventure more exciting. When heavy rain fell across the 100-acre wood, the river overflowed and flooded many homes. Piglet became trapped inside his little house as the water rose higher and higher. Although Pooh was frightened, he knew he had to help his friend. Using an empty honey pot as a floating boat, Pooh carefully drifted through the floodwaters. Christopher Robin and the others joined the rescue. Together they safely brought Piglet to dry land, proving that courage is not about being fearless but about helping others despite being afraid. As the seasons changed, Christopher Robin told Pooh that he would soon spend more time at school. Pooh didn't fully understand what this meant, but he knew things would be different. The thought made him feel sad because he loved spending every day with his best friend. Christopher Robin gently explained that growing up did not mean forgetting the people you love. He promised Pooh that no matter where life took him, the 100-acre wood and all the wonderful memories they shared would always remain in his heart. Pooh smiled warmly and gave Christopher Robin a big bear hug. He realized that true friendship never disappears. Even when friends are apart, kindness, love, and happy memories keep them connected forever. Life in the 100-acre wood continued with many more adventures. Pooh still searched for honey, Piglet continued finding courage, Tigger kept bouncing happily, Eeyore found reasons to smile now and then, Rabbit organized everything carefully, Owl shared his wisdom, and Kanga lovingly cared for Roo. Whenever anyone faced a problem, the friends worked together. They discovered that no challenge was too great when everyone helped each other. Every mistake became a lesson, every adventure became a memory, and every day became another chance to show kindness. Years passed, but the simple happiness of the 100-acre wood never faded. The forest remained a place where friendship mattered more than being clever, bravery meant helping others, and love was found in the smallest acts of kindness. And so Winnie the Pooh continued walking through the forest with a gentle smile, always hopeful that another pot of honey, and another wonderful adventure with his friends, was waiting just around the corner.